The Jim and Terry Show, bringing you a different flavor of the moment. Here in the Hobbit Hole studio in Bob Cajun. Bright sunny day. Jim has arrived. He's had food. Now we can talk.
Yes, and I'm just relaxing over this wonderful piano playing by Terry off of his new song, The Angel Has a Chainsaw. Or Angel Has a Chainsaw?
You can find it on the terrywigmore.com.
Yeah.
It's in the album that's called Under Construction or In Development on the Wix website. It's Life Intense.
Yeah, and that was pretty intense, man. You got the chainsaw sound in there, and then that gentle piano in it, and then the gentle piano at the end. A very, very good song. I told you that it would make a good
Horror movie?
soundtrack to an intense movie, maybe an apocalyptic movie, that kind of a soundtrack.
Are there more apocalyptic movies in production?
Well, I think we're inspired, aren't we? Eh?
Inspired. Is life imitating art or art imitating life?
I don't know, but we're in for some interesting times. I know that you love the idea that the glass is half full. But
Yeah, that's the Pollyanna. I wake up in the morning and I don't think of all the negative things. I think of how much good there is to do and how much to accomplish each and every day, and set myself some goals. Usually the Hobbit Hole in the morning to surf, current events and find out sources using ground news. Plug, no, we don't get paid for that. But you can contact the Jim and Terry Show. I do have a paid subscription for a year for Ground News just to try them out and see how it affects my viewing of current events.
Midas Touch uses them all the time, apparently.
Yes, and a lot of the ones that I follow, because you really do want to check your sources, which is, two guys with a coffee. What sources do we have?
Well, it was funny because you said about the glass half full and try to be positive. Man, I went to bed mad.
Oh.
I heard about Jimmy Kimmel being suspended at the will, let's face it, of the wannabe king Donald Trump. And they, the networks buckled under the pressure because of Trump's men, all the king's men. And meanwhile, he's over in England, and they're just sucking up to him so bad. I just couldn't stand the thought of it. And
sorry, I'm just moving this
Lawrence
over.
O'Donnell didn't have much good to say about that whole visit either. He was talking about sort of the same sentiment I had, but he was saying it was stupid of the king to invite him over, knowing that his brother was one of the people in the Epstein situation. And now he just brought, someone really connected with Epstein into his house.
Okay, so let's parse it down into the Jimmy Kimmel part first and then the Trump visit to the UK. And I've got a little update. While you were incapacitated, otherwise disposed, I did some surfing to see what's the latest, greatest, stuff. Social media is good for instant feedback if you have trusted sources. And again, that's who do you trust? You and I might look to Lawrence O'Donnell, and we'll talk about him and sources in a bit. But Jimmy Kimmel, what did he actually say? Because we had two different views and we both watched it. We both came away.
I think we have the same view. There was nothing he said merited at all about the reaction, the overreaction. Yeah, because basically what he was saying is Trump's, crocodile tears, for Mr. Kirk. Lasted as long as him looking over at the construction going on in this beautiful hall, the best hall in the whole world.
So he was asked on the White House lawn, the helicopter
how
was...
How are you dealing with
the
loss of
Mr.
your friend?
President, how are you? And he said, I'm doing fine, or something along those lines, and then immediately pointed to the...
Yeah, he says, look at that beautiful construction going on there.
Look at the trucks.
Best, the greatest... $250 million, which I'm paying for. I'm paying for that. It's coming out of my pocket. Yeah, sure it is. Anyways, and so all Jimmy Kimmel was saying, boy, that was short-lived grief. Like when asked about your friend, you point to a building going up.
Okay, so Trump is, and I've written a blog about this called it's Mob Boss. It's Trump as the Mob Boss. But I'm interested now in how much control the mob boss has over everything. And in this case, the Jimmy Kimmel case, it's the head of the FCC Trump appointees.
Yes.
So this is this is supposed to be, all of these agencies are supposed to be
But they're
nonpartisan.
not. He's totally loyal
He's
to Trump.
totally crashed the whole system of institutions. So the FCC guy goes on a far-right podcast. And if you know Benny Johnson, who I do follow, the guy is not too different from Charlie Kirk in terms of divisiveness, or Nick Fuentes, who's one of those Proud Boy type white supremacists types. So what's the FCC guy doing on the far right?
He's doing the work of Trump.
He's doing, yeah.
And they're not only cleaning up, they're going to clean everything up, Terry.
Everything out.
What you've got right now in the United States is an authoritarian, or whatever the other names are you want to call it, the regime that it is here. It's arrived. It's there. And it's established. And it's going to go all the way until, I don't know when, Terry. We can't even mention the unthinkable.
Well, that's what the theme of the opening song is sort of the visionary of dark times ahead. I liked Tim Walz, the former running mate with Kamala Harris, who said, the dark times are not over, but we can get through it. So that's the kind of positivity that I sort of hang my hat on. And
Kamala, for the sake of making money as well, is not going to help matters. Because she's put in her book already, I don't know if you're aware of it, the latest that's been released is she really wanted Buttigieg. To be, but she couldn't do that, she figured, because she's a black woman married to a white Jewish man, and to bring a gay guy into the picture, that ain't going to help matters at all. Because all the right's going to do is do what they're already saying. See, she never, ever was capable of being the president. You're not going to unify this nation. Well, you're not going to unify it. I'm sorry. It's
not
done.
When you point fingers at everybody.
Yeah, you're not. It's not going to be unified because the leader of the nation wants the chaos. Because in amongst this chaos, he's taking complete control.
Yes.
And that other song you showed me. No, you didn't show me. My brother Bobby showed to me. What was it? And I wish I could remember. It's by Sparks and the Gorilla Band, and it's all about a dictator taking over. It's about Trump.
Gorilla, I like that. That was a band from the 2000s.
And it's all about Trump taking over.
Well, what about South Park? Okay, let's. We wanted to say Jimmy Kimmel was canned because of the FCC mob boss threat, which is coming from Trump to the FCC. Exerted because ABC needs some kind of deal. They're merging,
so they can't tick off the FCC guy.
No, so you go.
So everything is absolutely going exactly as
they want.
Trump wants.
Yeah, the FCC guy used some very despicable language.
Oh, yes.
He called Jimmy Kimmel a sickness, the words that he was using. And then he said, we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Yeah, he's just going to get rid of anybody, and the other guys are leaving too.
Yeah.
So Seth, all of them are going.
So let's see how far. Do you want to make a prediction on the next one to go? Because Trump did say Jimmy Kimmel, after he got Stephen Colbert canned, he did say he was going after Jimmy Kimmel next.
And then he said the other one's today. He posted.
And who else? There was a second person. I can't recall it. But you and I both have our ears to that. Okay, so let's see where this is going to go. Now, Trump in the UK, to sort of wrap up the podcast, I loved the projection on the castle wall.
But they got arrested for that.
I don't care. The cost of freedom. Good for you guys. The radicals in the UK who call it out Trump with Epstein on the castle wall. I love it.
Well, that's what I liked about Lawrence O'Donnell, because he said everybody's going to be talking about Jimmy Kimmel being let go. He said, but not here.
Not here.
We're going to talk about the Epstein files. Then he really, pointed out that some of the royal members were in there, and he was very upset. I don't think he's got a clear picture of what royals do, because he said that the guy's penalty was to do nothing, and that's all they do is nothing. But they don't. You know as well as I do, they're very busy.
Did you see who Trump brought to the UK with him, who were at the dinner last night.
His wife and he was like
Tim Cook was there, Apple, all the CEOs that were in that cabinet meeting, they're all there.
so evil.
Bring the chainsaw, Jim.
It's money, 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 money.
Maybe Elon Musk was right. Jim and Terry Show signing out.
Musk's right in there with him, too.
One cover story blown. Come one truth, one smoking gun exposed.